Hello, beautiful Gemini. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be about the material stuff coming your way within the next 4 weeks. So we're going to start out by pulling some symbols. This is going to give us a general idea. And if there's anything that you should be aware and avoid, it can also signal that one. And also, after that, we're going to jump into your coffee cup and see events, people, names, maybe places. And at the end, we're going to pull some cards to get more clarity by week energies, okay? By the way, if you go on to enjoy this one, and if you want to see more of these, and if you have subscribed but you're not really getting notifications, go ahead and check the subscribe button because YouTube can unsubscribe sometimes. So go ahead, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and if you would like someone to share this with, go ahead and share it with those people as well. We have a disappointment in a friend or lover. And I see a pig coming forward. Beware of greed. That's why I feel like this is a friend. But yeah, if you are sharing your financials with someone like you have romantically involved in, be careful with that, okay? Because it seems like here they might be doing some things behind your back, maybe signing papers behind your back that is going to come back around. If you have like a joint credit card with someone, be aware of those. Maybe if you're trusting someone that they will cover certain things for you, but you have that smidge of doubt, even that little bit of that grain of doubt, go ahead and recheck that stuff, okay? We have a valley here and an egg. Egg is a good one. Deep personal strength and peace that assure success. So I feel like here, this is coming as a warning, okay? Because if you would like to have that deep personal strength and peace, first you need to cover all the bases. And the egg is the golden egg. This says success assured with good plans and hard work. So everything is coming up to you taking responsibility. I'm not saying this is going to take forever in your life that you need to check every single detail. It can be for the next 4 weeks. There's essential paperwork, important details, or like the contracts that you need to read carefully, and you need to, really deep dive into the details, okay? Because we have a chain of events that will affect your life. I feel like it's in the positive sense because the horseshoe is the good luck. And the ink pot is problems to be resolved. Oh, love to see that bread, period of prosperity and abundance coming forth. But I feel like you are initially preparing the ground, doing the groundwork this month, and that's gonna unfold in like the chain of events, tying everything together, okay? So it can be like you are actually looking into your paperwork or the finances very carefully and finding something there maybe you haven't received and you have right to receive, and that can lead to a period of prosperity and abundance. Would love to see it. Let's see what the coffee cup has to show. And let's see. I kind of seen a little bit of bread right there on top as well. Bread showed up here too, so it can be like a loaf of bread or like a source of prosperity. This is in your heart space that you are manifesting, and it's showing, it's coming forth. The timeline wise, it's just crossing with the 4th week, so it can take a while. It can be during the 4th week you're going to see the results of it. However, it's signaling itself. There are many things I see here right away. There's some like I think letters, like a letter M, like Mary. There's maybe a little J, U, and there's like a horn, which is the symbol of Taurus above a masculine figure's head right there. We have a massive fish right under all of that. This M kind of reminds me of a tent as well. Tent can be a place of protection. And what I see, another thing, a person right there, this person looks exactly like the King of Swords to me. King of Swords is your masculine side, your logical side, your decisive side of yours, and who makes the decisions, the cutthroat. And it doesn't mean in a negative sense. It means that decisive, gets things done. And that's how you're starting the 1st week. It seems like there's a dragon right under you. The dragon can be the tool that you're using, giving you the power. The tool can be something maybe like an online program that you're using in order to organize your finances, or your knowledge that you have, something that gives you a lot of power, confidence. The dragon symbolizes that as a tool that you're using that. that in order to get to this tent or set up the tent. Tent can be in the physical sense, maybe this is a new home or like a relocation opportunity that you are creating for yourself. Or this can be like a protective shield around your finances that you're drawing that, okay? And above, under the tent, we see the fish. Fish symbolizes material satisfaction. Fish symbolizes there are plenty of fish in the sea, which is the abundance of the universe. Also, it can be like a money, cash coming into your home. It's under the tent. So this is first arriving. It's a big fish. You can see it. It's a big fish coming first, and then you're setting up the tent over it to cover it. And then I told you we have a person here who has the horns of a bull. The horns of a bull can be representative of the Taurus, a Hierophant. What does Hierophant do? He is initially a spiritual authority, but it doesn't have to be. It can be like a governmental authority. It can be an authority that even maybe like you're moving into a new neighborhood. It's that the person who is responsible from that environment. What they do is they are actually attached to your protection bubble, that the tent that you are putting up. So this can be a person who is going to be on your side, protecting you, covering your back, and maybe even, I see there's a rooster about here right next to their shield as well. Rooster can be like the whistleblower, that they are actually not only protecting, bringing protection, security, and this can be like a legal cover as well. Also, it will help you blast this thing out. They will help you blasting out, or maybe they are actually very loudly speaking out that you're right, you deserve this. And I see kind of like the shape of bread again here. So you might be giving them a piece of your bread, not really 100% the whole loaf, but maybe even a piece of it. Or another thing, because I told you that the bread shows up the fourth week, maybe they're actually showing you how to form this bread, how to make it happen for you. The bread and butter is actually a term that is used as like a daily needs, and also like not extreme pleasures, but everything being like you having a content life, being fulfilled, the things that you need to feel fulfilled is actually being there. So I feel like this person might be also showing you a way to secure that piece of bread, okay? And it's a whole loaf, so it may be like a whole thing that you're securing there, which is leading towards this massive tree. Kind of reminds me of a baobab tree. Baobab trees, the bodies are very strong and thick, and then the leaves and the branches are actually compared to the body, the trunk of the tree, they're a little weaker. They're not weak compared to other trees, but they're a little weaker compared to the trunk of the tree. So you might have established after, when you get that, the shell of how to execute, how to make this bread happen. And I even see your stars actually shining in your eyes right there. There's stars. Stars are wish fulfillment. So you're starting to see the dollar signs, maybe the stars, the good days, how to make it happen. And you're starting to plant the seed of this tree, and it's growing really big. But I feel like here the fruit might not be satisfying initially. Like I said, the branches are not really as large as the body of the tree here. Because we have here a crowded space and a darker space, I can already see 1, 2 heads right there, or 3 heads, 3 people in there, or 3 authorities that you need to just dive in and talk to them and clarify things, okay? I see there's another fish, small fish here. Maybe this is a piece that you're actually giving them so they can take care of the situation for you. It can be like maybe a company who deals with this kind of like a big things. Maybe you're getting some sort of income. Let's see, the tree is an income. The chain of events are leading you there, the good luck. But it's not really satisfying. It's not really covering the cost. This can be an environment that they don't really reveal what they do, but they might find a way to increase what is coming to you. That's why the full bread you're receiving after you get in touch with this crowd. Another thing I see here, there's a person who kind of has like ocarina. I don't know if you ever heard of this instrument. It kind of flute, but it's not exactly. It's ocarina is a different type of instrument, and I see that he's blowing this ocarina, and then the notes are coming out of it. It's kind of reminds me of like an ocean. The sounds reminds me of like the ocean. So this can be a person who has like this little sweet tongue, and ocean can be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, someone really gentle and knows how to talk to people. And they are actually, their words are reaching to this crowd and maybe getting the result, that tool, that key that you want from them, okay? Even though you might give the right information to them, you might not be getting the exact results that you need. So you might need to use someone who has the sweet tongue to bring the full loaf to you, to your house, okay? Within the 4th week, I see there's a seal, and seal is sitting comfortably, and there are many fish coming in. I feel like this is you, the seal, you actually like gaining the weight, not in this physical sense, in the body weight, it's in the material sense, getting what is going to be satisfying you, and then maybe even trying to contemplate where to put it, what kind of fish to buy, for example, because they eat fish. So what kind of things to pay for, what else to buy, invest in. So you're going to have like that kind of a relaxation moment. And I feel like this happens, even though I told you that there's a bread and butter issue happening here, that income is in that kind of a thing coming forth. I feel though there is also more coming in, so you can put it on the side as well, because usually you can put on the side the extra stuff coming in. However, also, I think it's the Rich Dad or Poor Dad I read in the book, that he says like always separate 10% of whatever is coming into your pocket. I heard from another person, I forgot his name, that he says like 50% you should put it away. But, or maybe he says that you need to get to that level of income in order to like have a luxurious life. So 10% reasonable. I feel like that can be the situation also. Maybe if you don't have that 10% to put on the side, you will. This month can be unfolding that way. Your desire coming really fast, it seems like, and it's clearing. A lot of crowd here, okay? You had like a dark aura, maybe even it's clearing all of that. But the crowd is like, you're also pushing away the crowd. This can be crowded thoughts, invasive thoughts. And also you're creating this shield of protection around your mind, which the more comfortable and peaceful you are, the more you're going to have these creative ideas, which will bring abundance into your life. And your desire is coming full circle. It's closing a cycle, opening up a new one. And also in your heart space, you have people there, you're allowing some, you're pushing some out. This means that there are some people that you want them to be around you. There are some people that are actually blocking you. And I feel like this is the energy that you need to be much more mindful, okay, who you're allowing into your space. And within the 2nd week especially, I see a star coming in from outside. I see letter S as well. S can mean the name of a person who's coming into your space, and the star is wish fulfillment. You definitely want this person in that space. But the thing is, with that energy, you might allow other things to come forth, because there's like a crowded, think of it like you are in a submarine and like cracking the door open when you're underwater. You're not going to only pick a fish. You're going to blow up the whole thing, basically. So while you are allowing other people to come in, this requires maybe even like serious line of questioning before you allow other things to come in. Even if it looks like your wish fulfillment is coming into your space, you might also bring some other debris. So yeah, exactly. You need to keep the debris out of there, okay? And that's you. It's your energy field. So that's the only one. You're the only one who can do that. Let's dive into your tarot now. We're going to go week by week, and we're going to go the past, present, and the future energies. The thing about that is, I'm going to pull the past. It can be from far, far away past, maybe past of the ancestors, okay? So I feel like this time around, it can be like a long time ago, something happened is affecting this moment. Okay, this Ace of Pentacles, which is a good past energy, was in the 1st week. It is going to require you to make a decision because there's some timeline coming forward that you're not going to have clarity, which I saw that you're going to step into an environment which will not really have much of a clarity. You're going to go in there. Maybe even somebody else is going to get involved, which the moon card is the Cancer. So I said like there's someone, maybe a water sign coming forward here to communicate. But the thing is, always we see, not in this card, but in the original tarot, we see there's a sun. Sun is shining eventually. Okay, you're not really going on a road that is going to end you up in a place that is bad. This is actually a pathway calling you through your intuition. This is calling you through your gut feeling, and you're walking the pathway, and at the end you're going to see the sunshine. However, just before you get to that, you first look at the past results, past situations that you made an investment and it worked out. These are the things that you should keep as an example on the back of your mind, because when you're making a decision, they're going to be extremely important. This can be also a person. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Maybe someone who gave you good advice and it worked out. And maybe you can really advise with them again. Or this can be some old past thing, endeavor that you stepped into and it worked out. And while you're making your new decision, you can see like the gray and the gray here in the air. And then the pathway is also gray leading you. It is going to be helpful for you to actually choose the right thing. I want to see what the moon is here. Let's clarify it a little bit. The moon is the mystery. And during that mystery, it suggests that you should trust your gut feeling. We have 4 cups here. During this, during the situation that this is something, I feel like this is showing the effects of the moon, that you're not going to have clarity for a while. And the present energies of this decision can last a little longer than you anticipate. That's why it's going to give you boredom. However, the shadow side of it is eventually it's going to lead you towards the star, which is your wish fulfillment. However, when you don't see the results, you're going to feel a little disappointed, maybe even heartbroken, because it's not really happening as fast as you want it to be. Because Gemini, you're an air sign, and air signs love to have fast results. And decision making can be really hard for you because again, that you are seeing the good parts and the bad parts of everything at the same time. So I'm going to ask for the clarity, also how you can have clarity. But this, first of all, starts with the 4 of Swords energy, which is resting your mind, basically, okay? Putting the swords down or hang them up. The swords represents the problem that you're dealing with right now, and that situation that you don't have clarity about. Put it down a little bit. Can be even like 4, it says 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Put it to the side and do something that gives you joy, okay? Or meditate or pray, whatever it is. This will bring you the information extremely fast. And you're going to, I feel like with the 2 of Pentacles, you're going to actually balance that information. When it comes out, it is going to be not clear perfectly. And that's why we have 2 of Swords energy again. However, you're going to figure out how to balance those 2 Pentacles, 2 situations, maybe 2 decisions that you need to choose from. You're going to make the right choice. And then you're going to get the clarity. 8 of Wands is actually these 8 sticks falling onto the ground. 8 different opportunities actually solidifying right away. Even if you're thinking, oh, I have 2 different options, I don't have more, it's really depressing or stressful. But seems like here there's more behind it. But the clarity is only going to show up when you start resting your mind, okay? Let's see the second week's energy here. What are you bringing? I feel like here the past wealth, past opportunities are affecting you in a way, not in a negative way, in a way that something is actually turned out to be very good, and now you're hesitating that you're not going to get the same positive results, okay? But it seems like, yes, you will get them. But there's some period of time or procedure for it to come forth. We have here, okay, this is Page of Pentacles. Okay, 5 of Cups again. We have the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups here, and the Nine of Wands. So you are protecting something, guys. In the future of the second week, the events of that, you need to protect some things, okay? We have here, again, you're starting from the past. You have wealth. A pentacle in your hand represents that you have a great idea that can turn out to be amazing, or you had used this idea in the past and it worked out good. But the thing is, the Five of Cups tells me that you're not really seeing the good result that you got out of it. You're seeing what didn't work out. Okay, you're not really seeing what you have built so far, because Nine of Wands have the energy of also building a fence, and behind that, building a house, building a land for yourself. So some things, yes, there's a house right there. This is your childhood dreams, long-term dreams that you're building. What you can do here in order to get rid of this disappointment is you can actually help someone. I feel like the Page of Cups offering a fish here. Either we can go both ways. You receive help from someone, or you help someone that needs your expertise, which will open the doors for your dreams to come true. Whatever that you haven't seen in the present moment that didn't manifest and showed up as the Five of Cups, like half and half almost, you're going to complete it to the Six of Cups. So this is going to be your dreams coming to surface, the real dream behind the desire, which you will actually, when you detect that, what that is, the Chariot tells me that you're going to be able to gallop towards it really fast, really with like full power. What happens in the future of that is Nine of Wands. So you're going to build something, and I feel like this is going to be something you're going to be building very quickly. And Nine of Wands in the original tarot, we see a wounded warrior, but the wounded warrior is getting out of this picture here. So yeah, along the way, you might actually pick up some or do some things in a wrong way, make some mistakes. However, still you're building the wall. Even the wounded warrior seems a little stressed out or tired. He still has the wall behind him. So you're still building what you want to build. But at the end of the day, you might feel a little drained, okay? So that can be also something coming forward. So you'll be mindful about that. You should, okay, be also protecting your energy while you are building the life you desire. What do we have here? Page of Wands showing up. Okay. New adventures want to show up here too. Okay, maybe you're going to feel tired a little bit and he's leaving the scene. You might want to immediately go after some other desire. And this is basically telling you, no, you should calm down. You should rest a little bit. And then you can jump into the new thing. We have the King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, and Five of Wands. On the bottom, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune represents change, but in order for you to see the change, even if you have all Pentacles energy here, all wealth opportunities in the past, maybe you have been around with wealthy people, or you have been very wealthy in the past, you're having a hard time to carry that into the future. And I feel like the Wands energy here, the passion is the key to carry that into the future. In the present moment of the third week, you might get contacted by Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone powerful, and or maybe something that they left for you is going to come to your life. However, then it might not feel that way to you. If this is an inheritance and somebody left you a Fabergé egg instead of very like money, you might feel really left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. You're like, he had all this stuff, but this is the one thing that he gave me. But as you know, Fabergé eggs are extremely expensive right now. Okay, that's why I feel on the bottom shadow side of it, we have the Nine of Cups. So if you can see that this is actually something that you can trust, instead of going into the mindset of, oh no, I didn't get what I want, they didn't value me. No, that's not the case. Actually, there is some positivity inside of this thing, and you need to pay attention to that. When you do that, what happens with Three of Wands energy, you're going to be able to set up to that new adventure that you're planning. Nine of Cups is that will be satisfying when you do. Okay, and this King of Wands energy reflects your future self. I feel like your future, how you're gonna feel about that. Instead of going down to this Five of Pentacles energy, the pity party, you're going to actually feel much more confident in the future to take massive action for other things that you desire, or maybe pursue this. If this is a business that's been left to you, that you're going to really, turn it around. It can be even like an information, like I said, something still valuable, still that carries a lot of value to turn your wishes into your reality, okay? Fourth week, we have 10 of Pentacles. Exactly. 10 of Pentacles is long-term financial security, stability. Wow. The thing is, even if you are not really seeing the results until the fourth week timeline, and nothing is unfolding, you're going to start to see the results. Okay, you're going to be appreciative because you're going to see, okay, from this 1 pentacle to 10 pentacle, this is how things turned out, and it's actually looking very good for you. But this can require a little bit patience, and I know Gemini might be a little bit harder for you to make decisions, but precise decisions are going to also be important here. And I feel like I don't really want to give that kind of an advice because there are so many coaches out there that they teach how to make decisions and listen to intuition. I think Caroline Myss is very good at explaining what intuition is, gut feeling is. So maybe you can get some help from those kind of mentors, and they will be helpful. What happens when you do that? I feel like this is also paving the way to your wealthy future when you're making decisions, the right decisions. Not only like a gut feeling, intuition coaching, maybe financial coaching can be necessary, because we have here the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles is someone who likes to learn. So it can be coming to you as an information that you're grabbing, and then you're offering that in the present moment within the fourth week. You're offering that to the authority that will be helping you, or using that information to get what you desire, which is 4 of Wands here. 4 of Wands is celebration, coming to an end of a cycle. It's a wedding, it's merging. Even if this is something that you were tempted to do things in a way okay. So you might have been tempted to do things in a different way. I feel like the more you increase the information that you know right now, the more you know, the better you will do. The better decisions that you will do. And the star is your wish fulfillment, and the world is completing of a cycle. So guys, the fourth week can be, you might face some temptations. I'm trying to cover up these things at the same time. Sorry about that. You might face some temptations because I feel like you're going to have some sort of financial security in place. You're going to use that. You can use that. The option, that is going to be also an option. You can use that for good, for your future, invest it into the future again and expand this wealth opportunity, or you can break it with getting tempted by or being scared of the results that you're going to get. But this can also be something you can skip, and you can look at the things that you're completing, the cycles that completing, and also this can be the outcome. You can use the information or the resources very carefully and turn it out to close a cycle and get what you're desiring as well. So again, I know can be a little bit hard to choose and differentiate, but the devil always feels bad. Devil always feels doubtful. When you choose something that is not good for you, not good for humanity, not good for your family, it always feels bad. Okay, if the selection is feeling bad, like I said, you don't have to trust my saying. You can actually go ahead and work with a coach, or if you're a very decisive person, you can also look at that as well. If the choice making you feel good, so it can end up bringing you to the wish fulfillment and end of a cycle, okay? Because this is the devil. Think of it that way. That is going to put you to the back, to the behind, to the past, throw you back to the past when you choose negatively. Let's see what else we have. We have indulgence 9. This is actually 9 of Cups energy. 9 of Cups came forth with the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like here, the moment that you felt that you're lacking something, this is basically suggesting to start focusing on the things that you already have And Four of Swords again coming forward, and focus on resting your mind, because in that moment you're probably not thinking clearly and comparing, and devil does that too. Comparison is the theft of joy, and if that's what you're doing, you need to rest your mind, rest your body, and give yourself some time to recover from maybe even all the negativity that you're being exposed to. Another thing we have, that you can practice gratitude during this time. And I feel gratitude is going to be an extremely powerful tool for you. Another thing we have here is, this is number 15. Again, this is the devil. No, this is number 16 actually. This is the Tower. Yeah, this is the cause of everything. Now I see here now. You might have like a Tower moment initially in the beginning of the week. Some systems, some things that you have a lot of expectations of might not really turning out to be the way you want it to be. And instead of freaking out or going like a Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, that kind of like a Five of Wands panic moment, panicky. This is basically suggesting that form this triangle, like the V, the victory, form the triangle of victory. Appreciate what you have with the gratitude, rest your mind, and also indulgence is act on your highest passion, whatever that you're passionate about at that moment that makes you feel good, not forceful, but just spontaneous. Go ahead and follow that, because that's going to help you resolve the crisis here. Let's pull some of this animals. Do I have? Yeah, I have one more oracle for you. We have a bobcat spirit. Life is a mystery. I feel like this is about the moon coming forth, telling you, okay, life is a mystery, but it is going to resolve if you be patient with the time. We have vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. So, okay, everything's happening for a reason, basically. So if something is getting outside your face, or the Five of Pentacles, someone is not talking to you, not involving you, Five of Cups we had, something didn't really come to you. That's not actually a waste. Something better is coming, okay? We have a Panther spirit. Reclaim your power. In those moments might be showing up so you can actually reclaim your power. Armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. Yeah, exactly. These are aligning, even though the numbers are different, the animals are different. And we had with the Nine of Wands energy, these are coming forth so you can really mark your territory, basically, okay? Reclaim your power and set healthy boundaries. This can be about financials as well. Maybe if you're not really keeping the record of it, that can also be something that you should start keeping the record. Let's see one more. We have here a holy stone with the mushrooms around it, which is a symbol of wealth also. We have a big tree as well here. Honor the magic of the land, be nature's friend and ally, assist in creating Mother Earth's original garden of pure wonder. So this basically tells me that if you would like, looking for something to ground yourself, you can go ahead and plant a tree. You can get in touch with the Mother Earth physically, and that will be also helpful maybe to rest your body and clear your energy, maybe ground you even better, okay? All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos for you to enjoy right here. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.